All right. Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakurash, double honors to the elders and apostles, Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim. Walk out there learning, teaching in truth and sincerity. This is going to be another video through the Spirit. All right, I came across this one. This is the Bible series. You know, it was straight. Basically, it's Esau, Edom. They're doing reenactments or dramatizations of some of the events that happened in the scriptures. You know, and of course, they're not gonna actually have the Israelites looking the way that they're supposed to. You know, it's a majority all Edomite cast, except for Samson. You know, they finally let they let Samson be a Jake. But anyway, this is dealing with the introduction of King David. All right, I'm gonna let this play, you know, to show you the inspiration for this video. So that's young King David.
After Saul's disobedience, God commands his prophet Samuel to find a new king.
God, so that being that's the part that I wanted. All right, and we all know. All right, and you should dealing with King David. You know, in his youth, he was a shepherd. He was a herder. That was that's what his father had him out there doing. And in this little scene, I'm gonna play it again. I'll just turn down the volume. In this little scene, he's doing what a shepherd is supposed to. He was watching out for the sake and the livelihood of the sheep. He seen the enemy coming. All right, it looks like a coyote. He got the stone loaded, and he took care of business. All right, and spiritually, I'm relating this to how, you know, us the prophets today, whenever we see the danger, we're supposed to warn the nation. All right, so we're not hang on. All right, I was turning the brightness down. All right, when we get on people or when we talk about things going on in the world, we're not just talking smack or just out screaming and cursing. We're actually trying to warn our people, specifically the elect and the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, from the danger to come. We're doing that in which a shepherd is supposed to do. See the impending doom, all right, and protect the flock. All right, and if you love Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that's what you're going to do. So if you're claiming to, you know, if you're an able-bodied man, you claim to love the Lord and all this and all that, well, then you're supposed to be showing it. You're supposed to be warning the flock. All right, in which I'm going to have to get that. You know, that's something that came out of Yahushai's mouth himself. All right, Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 7. Let me see. Yep, Ezekiel 3 and 17. It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word of my mouth and give them warning for me. All right. Hey, and David, he was watching over those sheep. What did he do when he saw that? You know, it looked like a coyote. Could have been a wolf, but it looked more like a coyote. You know, he saw the danger coming. All right. Verse 18, it says, When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. So if David was just to stand there and let that coyote get to whooping on the sheep, then he would have been guilty of that blood. His father would have been like, he'd be like, what the heck was wrong with you? You know, I sent you out with 100 sheep, and you came back with 2. You know, what happened? You know, did you get overran? Did they get stolen? What happened? All right, and that's how we have that. That's the same. What's the word I'm looking for? Not standard, but that's the same way that it is for us today. All right, us seeing all these prophecies, knowing who Esau Edom is, knowing what he plans to do. If we don't warn the people, then when these things come to pass, we'll be guilty. All right, so what you have to, you know, so then you have to look up, well, okay, well, what group of people are on YouTube warning the nation of Israel of what's to come? All right, you go down the list. You look at groups like what's them assholes name? Not IC, GOCC. You know, the everybody's included, hug hands and baptized in the middle of the river camp. Are they letting you know of the impending doom that's coming? Are they letting you know that Esau, Edom is your enemy? All right. Are they letting you know about the Israelite foreigners? All right. No. So when these things come, hey, a lot of so-called Israelite leaders are gonna have blood on their hands because all they're doing is hosting chicken and dinner and barbecues every weekend, not really getting their flock prepared for what's to come. Is Nate of IUIC warning you people? No. All right. He was doing that interview with that one old cat. He was telling, oh no, it's not going to be a time of Jacob's trouble. We're just gonna get beamed up. We're just gonna be beamed up in chariots. We're not gonna go through a period of devastation. And the dude that was doing the interview, he's like, "What the hell are you talking about?" He was going through the scriptures, Daniel 12:1, all right, Matthew 24, all throughout Revelation. All right, so if your leader, all right, or if the people who you learn from aren't teaching you of what's to come, all right, and preparing you for it spiritually, then they're not true leaders. And when all this shit goes down, they're going to be guilty of it. All right, verse 19, it says, "Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul." All right, so, hey, here at Great Millstone, hey, we warn the people. All right, so you people that choose not to listen, the blood is on you. We're telling you of the martial law. We're telling you of the food famines. We're telling you of the civil unrest, that it's on its way. The same way that a proper shepherd, if he sees the danger coming, he's going to make preparations to try to keep his sheep safe and alive, whether it be to maneuver them and to get them out of the way, or if he has to, take the target out itself. All right, let me get this. John chapter 10. Yep. Let me see. Yeah, I'll just start right here. John 10:12, it says, "But he that is an hireling, and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep, and fleeth, and the wolf catcheth them, and scattereth the sheep." So this is also the hey, those that have this knowledge, it's comparing the wicked ones unto a hireling, a person who isn't truly invested into the sheep, a person who doesn't care about their lives. If he sees the danger coming, he's going to get out of the way. All right, and that's many of the fallouts that we have in Israel, or as I should say, had HAD, because they're gone now. They once knew this word, they once believed in it, and for whatever reason, they decided to leave. So what do you think the Lord is going to do to them when this devastation comes? They got up off their post. You're supposed to be a watchman. If you're in the military, you don't just get to go AWOL, which is absent without leave. There's punishment for that. You can actually you get killed for that. You on the middle of the battlefield. You're supposed to be taking out the enemy, and you just man, I can't do it, and you get up and turn tail. All right, you liable to get a couple rounds in the back. And they just cover it up and say you ate a grenade, ate a daggone grenade. All right, verse 13, it says, "The hireling fleeth, because he is an hireling, and careth not for the sheep." All right, so look around on YouTube. All right, and you can, hey, the Lord be our witness. All right, who's the real shepherds and who's the real hirelings amongst Israel? All right, who went and during the year 2000, when the destruction didn't come, who went and became a police officer? All right, a detective. All right, who is out here? Who went and embezzled money from his own congregation and created a false record label to pretend like it was legit? All right, who went and what's that one guy? Connie, so-called Bishop Connie, who went and lied and stole all types of money from his congregation. And then go on camera and do a little cry and a little sneeze and wipe his face. Hey, it's becoming evident who the hirelings are, all right, and it's also evident who the shepherds are, all right. When you flip it now, who's dedicated the last, since the freaking 80s, last 20 some 30 some years of their life to this truth? Who stayed around when the elders disappeared? Who's our elders and apostles now? All right, It's self-evident. Let me get this, and I don't even have to. Hey, those in the know, you should know who I'm talking about. Those that are the true shepherds now. Those who stayed around. Those who was doing this since before we was born, and who are still doing it now. All right. Let me get this real quick. Something that Yahushua said. All right, John chapter 21. Let me see. Yep. John chapter 21, verse 15, it says, So when they had dined, Yahushua saith to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my lambs. Verse 16, he saith to him again the second time, Simon, son of Judas, lovest thou me? He saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my sheep. So the Lord is, hey, he keeps posing this question to Simon Peter. He said, Do you love me? Peter's like, Yeah, of course. What you think? What you mean? The Lord said, Okay, feed my sheep then. Verse 17, he saith unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, Lovest thou me? So it was starting to get on Peter's nerves now. It says, And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahushua saith unto him, Feed my sheep. All right, and that's the sentiment that we are to carry today. The lip service doesn't mean shit. You can say, "Oh, I want to make it. I want to be at a number. Oh yeah, but where are your works at? Are you doing? Hey, look, the decree came down. Here in Great Millstone to be doing the 3 videos a week. That's not a if you love Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, getting this word out to the potential elect in 1/3, that should be a pleasure unto you. It shouldn't be a burden. That's you feeding the sheep. That's you making use of yourself. All right. If you have a car that doesn't work, are you going to drive it? Are you going to keep it? If you got a blown engine, head gasket, a whack transmission, all right, gas pump is garbage, nothing on the bitch works, are you going to keep it? No. So do you think the Heavenly Father has use for a man who's claiming to be in his truth, but he's not being productive with his spirit? All right. If a matter of fact, let me get this real quick. Let me get this. All right. If you love Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, then you feed the sheep. Meaning what? You do this work. You watch out when you see things like the coronavirus popping up in the world. When you see things like them riots in France popping up in the world. All right. You speak up and you let it be known. All right, when you see something go on in your personal day life that can relate unto the scriptures and help Akim, or help brothers and sisters that watch the videos, that can help them with their walk in this truth, then you say something about it. All right, let me get this real quick. Let me get this. Okay, let's look at. I want to look at that word talent. Yep. Ooh. Okay. So that word. Now, when you go into the New Testament, when you get the parable of it said the one that had 5 talents, 2 talents, and 1 talent. I just want to get to something real quick. You go to that word talents. It says a talent of silver in Israel weighed about 100 pounds. A talent of gold in Israel weighed about 200 pounds. All right. So we were told to do what with our talents? Let me get this. Well, what did the Lord tell us to do with them talents in that parable? Let me get this. Matthew chapter 25. Let me see. I'm going to have to blow through this. Yeah. Okay, Matthew 25, and I'm going to start at 15. It says, And unto one he gave 5 talents, and another 2, and to another 1, and to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. And likewise he that had received 2, he also gained another 2. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. All right, so now we're going to jump down. So keep in mind, it says 1 talent of silver is 1 talent in Israel is 100 pounds of silver. 1 talent of silver is 100 pounds. 1 talent of gold was 200 pounds amount. Let me double check. weighed about 200 pounds. Yep. So that's, hey, in today's time, that's that's millions of dollars. All right. So the Heavenly Father gave us spiritual millions to do what with it? To increase with it and to spread it around. But you get the nigga with one talent, and it says what? Verse 24, Matthew 25 and 24. Then he which had received the one talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathered where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received mine own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which hath 10 talents. All right. So if you're not in this truth, increasing in the spirit, all right, pushing this word out, making yourself useful, being out on the highways and byways, doing your videos, all right, not suckering it and scamming your own people for money. All right, if you're doing what you're supposed to, then you'll be increased. But if you're doing the opposite, if you're one of the niggas who's stagnant, all right, you didn't been in it, you come in the first year and you have certain things you got to fix, and here it is, it's been a certain amount of years and you still the same dude, you haven't increased, all right, you got a problem with doing the 3 videos, you don't want to show up to camp, then your talent is going to be taken away from you. You're no longer a shepherd that is needed. You're a hireling. You can you can take your walking papers and leave. All right, if you're not willing, let me take it right here. All right, if you're not willing to defend the flock, to defend the sheep, which we do spiritually now by giving the warning, like it tells you in Ezekiel. All right, if you're not willing to be a watchman on your tower, then you have no purpose here. All right. So that's about it on this video. I just saw this and hey, this is how we have to be spiritually at every turn, until this place goes down, we have to be the ones calling shit out. All right, prophesying in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. That's how you show that you love the Lord. All that talking shit will go out the window. And then nigga get some alcohol in him. Brother, nigga, hey man, fuck that shit. All right. All that lip service shit doesn't mean anything. All right, if you love Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, if you're a man and you claiming to be a prophet, then you're going to be propagating this word. You're going to be pushing this word out, all right, to help seal up the elect and the 1/3 of the nation of Israel. All right, so with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Rakakodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, walk with them, learning, teaching in truth and sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.